Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. What a weird video to be filming. I'm not sure where to start. I just woke up from a nap. I'm looking so pale. But yeah, I'm actually just gonna sit down on the floor and have a little chat with you guys. I think that might be the best way to start this. Say hello. Say hello. I've never been so uncomfortable filming a video, and I don't know if I'm uncomfortable or I'm nervous to like put it out there. But I'm not making this video for content at all. I really want to document this journey. Oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable. I really wanted to document this journey so I can look back on it and be like, I did that. Literally just woke up from my nap, so I'm a bit out of it. I've been sleeping very well because I'm on like a massive dose of steroids and they keep me awake all night. I have also never seen myself so pale before. It's like quite shocking. I guess we'll address the elephant in the room. I just like jump into this video and just like don't talk about it. I don't know why. I'm very accepting of what's wrong with me, but I find it like really hard to like verbally say the words that I have cancer. I don't know why. Like I'm like coping really well, but just for some reason saying it is a little bit hard. There is cat hair in my eyeball. I'm not crying. About 3 weeks ago, I went to the doctor because I had a lump just at the lower bit of my throat there, and I have a autoimmune disease as it is. So I was like, better get that checked out because there's like a bit of swelling there, and I thought maybe there was like a lump on my thyroid or something. So I went to the doctors. They gave me some letters to go get a ultrasound and an x-ray, just like a very, very casual check. They actually did not think anything was wrong with me. And I remember her saying, we're just gonna rule out any lymphoma cancer just so we can just get that out of the way and know it's not that. So I ended up going for the ultrasound. They immediately saw that there was something like that wasn't meant to be in there. And then I straight after had the x-ray, and that's when they were like, yeah, you need to go back to your doctor like right this second. So I did, and I didn't expect to hear the C word. I thought maybe something else because I had brought up a few things like the fact that one of my veins is a bit blocked off by some swelling. So I was like, all right, so there's something wrong, but I just really wasn't expecting cancer. And so I went to my doctor about 10 minutes after having the scans. So I was a little bit anxious because they were like, you need to go right now. Went to the doctor. I sat down in the chair and they just straight up said it. Like, it wasn't like we need to do more testing. It wasn't like you need to go to the hospital and get some x-rays done there. It was just straight up, you have lymphoma. Because I'm pretty sure it was pretty obvious from the scans. I'm finding it really hard to look into the eye of the camera, so I'm sorry if I just keep like looking everywhere else. I really don't want to freak other people out when I talk about this either, because I don't want to be like, hey, I had a lump in my throat and that's cancer, so that means that you have cancer. Like, I'm not trying to go down that path whatsoever. I'm just saying that's kind of what happened to me. Is my initial symptom was just like swelling. Like, I had no other symptoms at all. So I ended up going to the hospital. I'm out of breath. And I'm going to the hospital, and I only just got out 2 days ago. I've spent a whole of 19 days in the hospital. My diagnosis took a very, very long time to pinpoint. They knew it was a type of lymphoma cancer. They just didn't know if it was Hodgkins or non-Hodgkins. So there's two different types. Pretty much I was aiming for Hodgkins because it's slightly more curable, slightly more easy to deal with, and it just seemed the better out of the two bad situations. So I was like, Hodgkins. I literally was like kind of happy when they said it was Hodgkins because it is one of the most curable cancers that there is. I feel like I'm all over the place because a lot has happened. I did spend nearly an entire month in hospital. I had tests every single day. I literally noted how many things I had done. Why? I don't know why I did this. So I had 46 vials of blood taken over the period of 3 weeks. 5 cannulas, which are like the tubes that go into your veins for like any sort of surgeries or IVs. I had 2 failed neck biopsies, so that's why my diagnosis took so long, is because they actually took a biopsy from, I think it was here. So they put this like kind of thick tube in there and took a part of one of the lumps in my throat, and it failed. It didn't come back as conclusive to anything. So they're like, we're gonna do it again, because they really didn't want to operate. And so they did it again, another one like next to it. It really hurt, like I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a nice situation. You're completely awake, you're on this operating table, and they're poking around inside of you with like minimal pain control. So I had that happen twice, which is very rare. They said that never happens. Usually the first biopsy is like conclusive and it shows what type of cancer it is. Mine did not do that, and it failed twice. Yeah, the fact that it failed twice was like when I started to get a little bit bummed out, because I feel like I this whole time had been really, really positive, and then when it was like, oh no, we still don't know, I was like, come on. So we had to opt for surgery because the biopsies just weren't working for some reason, and that's why I have this gnarly little cut going on. It was between a chest surgery, which would have gone, I think, keyhole into my chest, and it sounded incredibly dangerous. They didn't want to go down that path, so we ended up going for my throat, and they took out 3 lymph nodes, and we were just praying that that would give them a diagnosis, and if it didn't, we would have had to have done chest surgery, but it did. So that was like the most exciting moment for me, when they were like, it actually did something. So that's why I was in the hospital so long, is because I just had my failed biopsies over and over again. So I had 7 ultrasounds, 5 x-rays, a PET scan, which is where they inject you with like radiation and, not radiation, is it radiation? Yeah, they inject you with like a radioactive like sugar, and they scan you because the cancers like to feed off sugar. It latches onto them, and so they do the scan and it shows everywhere where I had cancer. So it was all in my chest and it was all in my throat. The main one being in my chest. 145 OBS tests, which are like your blood pressure, pulse. They did it every 3 hours, which was probably the most exhausting part of all of this. If you've ever slept in a hospital with anything similar, you'd know that they wake you up every 3 hours to do all your testing. So you, in that whole period of time, don't get like a deep sleep ever. And then I had a respiratory test and 1 successful surgery. So I had a lot that went down. I had a lot of poking and prodding and cutting and taking bits out everywhere. I had a lot of swelling and bruising and bleeding, and now I've just got this guy going on. Sorry if I'm a little bit like all over the place. I'm actually doing really well. It's these steroids. I'm on like a massive dose, and they like, I don't know if you can see, they make my hands shake really bad, and I talk a lot and I'm all over the place. It just makes me a little bit like wired. So I swear I'm fine. It's like the steroids if I seem like jittery. So yeah, I got out 2 days ago and I go for chemo tomorrow. I'm excited to get it started. I'm excited to do this and get it done. But I'm nervous because I don't know how I'm going to obviously react. I know everyone reacts very different to chemotherapy. I know some people get violently ill and it's a really, really big struggle for them. And I know some people have little to no symptoms. So I'm a bit nervous because I'm a very nauseous person. Like any sort of drugs make me really, really sick. So I'm prepared for the worst. I've spent the last 2 days getting myself completely organized. I've fully cleaned my house. I've washed everything. I've gone shopping and I've bought so much of a variety of different foods because I don't know what I'm going to be able to eat. I went to the pharmacy and I bought literally an entire pharmacy of just everything, because the symptoms are just like massive, like from obviously the fact that in 2 weeks time I'm going to be bald. I will have no hair, which is slightly horrific because, as you guys know, I have a lot of hair. And so all of that's going to be gone. Like mouth sores, bleeding gums, your fingernails can fall off, your skin, it just gets so dry and sore and bruised and peeling. Yeah, just the nausea, vomiting, headaches, chest pains, pretty much everything. And then there's the ongoing fact of like I can't catch something while I'm doing this. Like I have to keep myself well. so I can't really go out in public a lot. If I do, I'm going to be wearing a mask so I don't get sick, because obviously that wouldn't turn out well. Like I'm just like word vomiting because I've spoken about this so much, but at the same time I'm not sure what to say. So I bought myself a wig in preparation. I was like, yeah, I'm onto this, I'm ready. Wig turns up, it's legit like a Billy Ray Cyrus mullet, and it cost me $500. So I'm trying to get a refund. I don't know if they're gonna let me because it was real human hair. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, but they're hoping that my chemo should only go for 3 months, so it's actually quite a short period of chemo. My cancer was picked up so early. It's only stage 2, which means it's only in like this little bracket of my body here, and it's type A, meaning I have no symptoms. So I'm really lucky in the terms that it was caught so fast, and I myself feel perfectly fine, and that's what scares me a little bit. Spending that month in hospital, and I was what seemed like the most healthiest person in the cancer ward. So yeah, obviously today is my last day feeling like this. I feel like this is the end of this like current version of me that I've been for so long, like this hair and like the way that I look, and obviously my personality is going to change a lot going through that. But I'm going to be okay. Like this whole time, even the doctors, and when you're in the cancer ward, all these like psychologists come in because they're like, oh my god, you're 25 and you have cancer, like how are you coping, you okay? And I've honestly been like fine, because I feel so lucky that the cancer that I have is so curable. I feel so lucky that there is this medicine to help me. And the hospital was so great. Like it was a public hospital, so it was a little bit slower, but everyone's just been so good. I have like so much support. Obviously I do live by myself and I'm completely independent, so not sure how long that'll last. I'm just gonna see how I go with this first round of chemo, see how sick I am, and if I need to move out and get help from someone, then that's what I'm gonna do. But we're just gonna see how I go, because I might not be as sick as I imagine, but fingers crossed. So yeah, I have Hodgkins lymphoma at 25. So yeah, say goodbye to all of this hair. Oh my god, so weird. I'm going to chop off all of this hair and donate it. I mean, I might as well make it go full circle and donate my hair to someone who can use it. So, and I obviously have a crap ton of it. I think that's gonna be the craziest thing for me, is just like losing my hair. But again, I'm just taking it as it comes. I'm not gonna stress about it right now, because that's just like punishing myself twice. Sorry if this video is completely all over this place. I'm not sure what I even said. I'm not sure how it came out. I'm finding it really hard to like function. My brain's a bit like smushed and overwhelmed, but we good. Literally gone to the pharmacy and bought an entire hospital. I just popped into Priceline because that is where I used to work, and just picked up everything from there. I literally got everything, like Sorbolene cream for my skin because it's about to go cray, a thermometer because I need to keep an eye on my temperature, a more natural deodorant, so I got the QV one, soft toothbrushes because my gums are about to get bloody, vomit bags for the car on the way back from the chemo, Hydrolite, Bonjela for when my mouth sores come on, face masks for if I want to go out in public, some hand sanitizer, aqueous cream, more hand sanitizer, and Panadol. And I don't want to be in a situation where I don't have like what I need. And then I've just gone and bought like a bazillion different types of snacks that I can hopefully stomach when I need to. Literally just got like so many fruit snacks, like dried fruits, dried pineapple, prunes, apples, like liquid breakfast, bananas, oats, just little things that I can hopefully stomach when I'm not feeling too good. So that is pretty much all I wanted to jump on here and talk about. I feel like it's just like a diary for myself pretty much. If you guys want to have a chat in the comments, jump down there and I will obviously have a lot of spare time to talk to you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing really well. if anything is going on in your life, I hope you're staying positive and just taking it one day by one day, as I'm trying to do. Anyway, I'm gonna go continue to try and get my life for the next 3 months organized, and I will talk to you guys in the comments. And I'm not sure when I'll have a new video up, but I'm guessing it'll probably be when I start to lose my hair, because that would be kind of cool to document going bald at 25. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon.